Medley. Introducing your finalist, lane 1, 9,400 IM at the 2012 U.S. Olympic Trials from Santa Clara, Switzerland, Alex Wall.
Lane 2 was made to the finals of the 2011 Pan Am Games, representing Argentina.
Who won the 200 back gold in the Olympics, but silver world champion in this event, lane 5.
Just missed making the team in this event. Of course, when you have Ryan Lochte and Michael Phelps ahead of you, that's nothing to hang your head about.
And we look at the field. Alex Wold in lane number 1. The 25-year-old. Esteban Paz from Argentina in lane 2. Lane 3, it's Curtis Ogren. Sam Smitty, the 18-year-old in lane 4. Clary and Scott Welts, big surprise in London. He's in lane 6. Carlos Clavere from Venezuela. And Carlos Almeida in lane 8 from Portugal. Here is Welts.
Scott Welts making the team in the 200 breast last summer, pulled off just a huge shocker. Upset some of the favorites like Eric Chanteau and others, but he did a really good job in making that team. And here he is swimming the 400 IM, has a little smile on his face. I think he kind of knows this is going to be a tough one. But watch it, if he's close on that third leg, he'll be good. You know, you look at the ages of some of these guys, it really is a wide range, Trey. I mean, you've got 3 teenagers, 16, 17, and 18 in there, and then it jumps all the way up to 23. Nothing really in between. Either you've got a young kid or a post-grad swimming this race right now.
Clary in the black cap there in lane 5, off to the early lead. Just below him is Scott Welts, the 26-year-old.
One of the things I've noticed about Tyler a lot over the last 6 months is his breaststroke has improved dramatically. That's one stroke that he was really weak on earlier in his career and had real struggles. He's a very good butterflyer, and obviously one of the best backstrokers in the world, and he's got a solid freestyle. It was just that breaststroke that was kind of holding him back a little bit. But I think this event is, I think it's going to be really important for him to do well here. You know, now that Michael is gone, you know, he along with Ryan Lochte are kind of carrying the mantle a little bit with this event. Clearly, they're the best swimmers in the United States in this event. I mean, if you look at the top 3 for the Olympic trials last summer, you had 407 Lochte, 407 Phelps, 409 Tyler Clary, and then 4th place it went all the way down to 416, Trey. So clearly Tyler Clary and Ryan Lochte are the 2 guys that the United States are going to be looking for in this event.
Look at Clary's lead, a Michigan man. He was in Indianapolis watching his school win the NCAA championships. It was a special moment for him, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was. You and I both watched him a couple of times. The camera panned over to him, and he was one of the biggest cheerleaders that Michigan had, and it was great to see. Won an award that night, and boy, just look at the lead he's built. You know, once again, he's really good at playing possum in the prelims. Very hard to tell. That's why I don't even look at the splits for him normally when I look at prelims for a 400 IM like this, because he's just, it's like night and day to what he's capable of doing at 9. Look at that. Now, the difference is he's 2:01.5 there. In the prelims, he was 2:05.5. He's 4 seconds faster than he was in the prelims. So again, really good. 1:04.2 on his back, and he is sailing right now.
From Riverside, California, back out here in the West in the desert here, and dominating here in the 400 IM. Clary can make a statement here, and he already has in the first part of this race.
But I think you're right, though. I think it is important to start making little statements anyway. I mean, you don't have to make a huge statement here. You don't have to jump into the top 3 or 4 in the world, but I do think that you need to get in there and say, hey, listen, I can go 4:18, 4:19 anytime I want to. He's already been 4:20. He went that earlier in the season at one of the Grand Prix, which ranks 9th in the world so far. But still, I mean, he's got some good 400 IMers ahead of him.
You mentioned taking the mantle a little bit. here for him?
I think it's really important for him. I really do. I think this is an event that he's going to have to hold way up there along with the 200 backstroke. I think those two events are going to be the most important events for him. And when we talked to him earlier this season, Trey, he even said, listen, I like working hard. I like this event. I'm proud of the 400 IM. I mean, we've heard Ryan say just the opposite a couple times. He goes, I don't like the 400 IM. Michael has said, I don't like the 400 IM. But I've never heard Tyler say that.
But every swimmer has their signature event, right?
They do.
Some have multiple, but
they do, absolutely. I mean, if you look at Michael Phelps, his signature event, the 200 butterfly. Ryan Lochte, probably the 200 IM, or maybe, oh gosh, it's hard to tell with him. But Tyler Clary, certainly the 200 backstroke. But this has got to be co-event number 2 for him.
Clary with a body length and a half lead over Scott Welts. He's in lane 6.
Well, Scott Welts made a huge move right there in that breaststroke to try to inch up on Clary. Now, I think Clary has kind of shut things down now, doing just enough to win the event. He is freestyle looking really good. And he's also got the 200 backstroke coming up. That's what's really important, is the fact that he's got another event coming up in less than, well, probably in the next 20 to 30 minutes. So he needs to kind of shut down and use this last 100 to kind of swim down a little bit. And that's what he's doing, Trey.
And Clary bringing it home. Winner of the 400 IM as Welts finishes in 2nd place. Statement win, impressive win for Tyler Clary.
Again, the time doesn't matter. I throw the time out completely because he really shut it down with about 150 meters left to go. He only swam the first 250 hard, and everything else was easy. And that's good for him, at least getting ready for that 200 backstroke. Right there at the 100 turn, already a good body length ahead at the 100 mark. He's got a long way to go, 300 meters left to go, but he really wanted to work that first 200, I think, that fly and that backstroke. Look at his backstroke, head perfectly still, shoulders up nice and high, hips high, good steady kick behind him, and nobody else in the picture with him at the halfway point. Here's the exchange, back to breast. He's real quick, tight on the turn, coming off good streamline. He's just so solid, and that breaststroke leg has been really good for him, and here he is at the finish in cruise control. Really good swim for him, and again, the time not important. He's got a 200 backstroke ahead of him.
Tyler Clary joins us now after winning the 400 IM. You started strong. You looked really comfortable there finishing down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, like Rowdy said just a second ago, I got the 200 back, so I was hoping to get some training benefit out of that 4 IM, and my mind's already on the 200 back next.
Tyler, it seems to me that this event is very important to you. Why is that?
It's the ultimate macho swim.
That's true. What's it going to take for you to take this to another level?
I mean, the training for the last couple of months hasn't been all that consistent. I mean, it's a post-Olympic year. And, you know, after I get back from this meet, I've got another 2.5 months to go and get a real solid training stint in before World Trials, and I think I can do it.
Well, good job there. Go warm down. We'll see you in the 200 back.
Thanks, Rowdy.
Tyler Clary, the winner in the 400 IM. Stay with us. Missy Franklin showcase next. It's the women's 200 free.